In this quick lesson, I want to talk about Mac security. OS X continues to be a very secure operating system, with features like regular automatic software updates, sandboxing, anti-phishing technology, and Gatekeeper, which will only let you install apps from the Mac App Store or developers identified and okayed by Apple. Even with all those features, though, with the internet today, trouble can still come about. There are no true viruses that affect OS X. A computer virus is a bug that will automatically spread itself. There are, however, plenty of Trojan horses and malware, or malicious software. These usually involve convincing the user to download something they think they want, and then approving the installation. From there, the malicious program can do its damage by capturing personal information, passwords, and more. To prevent this kind of thing from happening, or if it does happen, quickly remove the problem, you need a dedicated security application. The problem with that is it's always been hard to find a Mac security app that does the job well without doing as much damage to your system as it's designed to prevent. Some so-called Mac security apps are malware themselves. Take Mac Keeper, which you may have seen ads for online. Never install Mac Keeper. There are thousands of reports out there of it causing way more issues than it solves. Other security applications mean well, but they can bog down your Mac as they constantly scan it looking for a problem file. So the challenge is to find an effective Mac security application that doesn't take up too much of your Mac's resources and hurt performance. For the past few months, I've been using Mac Internet Security X8 from Intego. It's essentially two apps, Virus Barrier and Net Barrier. Virus Barrier is the one we're going to look at in this lesson. It focuses on preventing and removing malware or viruses that might affect your Mac or other PCs. And it does so without taking up a lot of your Mac's resources or a lot of your time managing it. Click the link below this video to download a free trial of Mac Internet Security X8. Once installed, an Intego folder will appear in your Applications folder with three apps: Net Barrier, Virus Barrier, and Net Update. You're going to most likely interact with these apps from the menu bar. Under this menu, I have access to the update settings and both apps. Let's launch Virus Barrier. We're presented with a fairly simple interface that lists my Mac and any hard drives connected to it. My iMac is selected here, and I have an option to do a full or quick scan. A full scan will check every file on this Mac. A quick scan only looks at the areas of the drive where it's common to find malware. Below, I can set up automatic protection. Doing this is going to pretty much let me set this up and then forget about it until when or if it finds a malicious file. Real-time scanning will be on all the time and will look at every file that is created, copied, modified, or saved. But it doesn't scan every file already on my Mac. So it's good to start with a full scan, which can take a long time, possibly hours. So let it run overnight. After installing Virus Barrier for the first time, you should run a full scan. Click the action icon here to turn real-time scanning on or off. Here I can set what should be done if malware is found. I prefer to have it put in quarantine right away to remove the problem, and for an email to be sent to me to alert me of the issue. Once I receive that email, I can then view the file in quarantine here and decide to trust it, delete it, or attempt to repair it. More than likely, I'm going to want to delete it. Next, we have scheduled scanning. This can be done on its own with real-time scanning deactivated, or in concert with real-time scanning. Click the Action button to activate it. If I'm going to run this along with real-time scanning, I'd probably want to schedule a full scan once per week. I can set the exact day and time for it to start. Real-time scanning is going to take up some system resources. Unlike other security apps that I've tried before, I haven't noticed it slowing down my Mac at all. But depending on what Mac you own and what you're using it for, real-time scanning might bog it down at times. If that's the case, you can always deactivate it and only run scheduled scanning. If that's the case, I'd probably want to run a scan every day and set it for a time that I know the Mac will be on, but I won't be using it heavily. Click Advanced here to set up schedules for any external drive you'd like to scan. I have one Time Machine backup drive that I probably don't need to scan since everything on it has come from my Mac's hard drive, which already will have been scanned. But I also have an external storage drive that I should set up to be scanned. So I'll click the plus button here and then select the drive. Now I just need to set how often I want the scan to occur. Once your scanning options and schedules are set, your job is pretty much done unless a malicious file is found and you're alerted. Notice here in the upper right that the date the malware definitions were last updated is displayed. Click this and it's going to look for an available update. Click Installed Updates to see a list of the updates that have already been done, all automatically. Click Scheduling to set when to look for updates. I prefer weekly. Click Customize to set the exact day and time for the check to occur. So that's a quick lesson on Virus Barrier, which is literally the only Mac security app that I've installed and kept on my Mac for more than a few weeks, and I do plan to keep it. We'll look at the other component of this suite, Net Barrier, in another quick lesson, so stay tuned. To download a trial of Mac Internet Security X8, click the link below or go to themacu.com/secure. Thanks for watching.